Alright everyone, here we are. Welcome back to Overtake.gg. My name is Rene, in case you're here for the very first time. So we are quite a few faces Overtake. Not that many actually. But I hope you hear me, or let me quickly check. Our camera is working. That is a good start for today, because today we actually want to hop into a newcomer to iRacing, to the iRacing world, which is the Clio Cup. Absolutely sure you heard about it already, because everyone is talking about the Clio Cup. It's a very, very cool car, and for whatever reason, my colleagues thought like, hey, this dude races a Clio 3 RS in real life, so he can probably also handle the Clio 4 RS in virtual world. I can tell you already, that's not really the case. But I will do my very best. I'll also currently just try to figure out how to get the chat on here. Is there no pop-out chat like there is on... Oh, there is. Ah, great. I like that. Good for me, which means I can actually see you. I can see that Brandon is around, and Kev, and Tiger66 Gamer, and Alexio. Hi, everyone. I hope you had a splendid day so far. As I said, we will actually dive into Clio Cup. Clio Cup for today should be still on Spa, which in my opinion is not the best track to start this on, because it's a fairly big track and it still says an update is required. Why? I just updated like a minute ago. But we will do it again. I will do it again and again and again until it actually works. No worries. Let me know in the chat if everything is working. Can you hear me correctly? Can you see me correctly? Seeing looks fine to me. By the way, with the new Overtake t-shirt, in case you didn't saw that one just yet. And now finally also lovely iRacing tells me that I can have this trading paints I wanted to start as well. I can have the Clio Cup. Good. Let's quickly look into what we have here if we switch over to in-game. So, iRacing Clio Cup fixed. Brendan says loud and clear. Kev as well. Good. That means we're on a good way. So, we got the Clio Cup, we got Spa-Francorchamps, and like I said, I kind of feel like this track is actually too big for the car that we will drive, but hey, can't really complain, right? At least it's a track that I know, it's a track that I have driven in the past, also in real life, and it's a cool car, because the Clio 4 RS, in general already, as a trophy version, as a street car, it's amazing on track. It's a ton of fun. One of the few cars that you can get, especially in that class, probably the only car in that class, with pedal shift and stuff like that. There is a huge difference, though. Get in there, Rene. Hey, Ash. Good to see you. So let's register real quick, because Ash already said get in there. So let's just connect. So what's the difference, and why is this car so fun to drive and so hard? So if we look at the Street Clio 4 RS, it's a car that obviously has ABS and pedal shift and all that stuff, right? And it's fairly simple to drive. The Cup version, though, as many Cup versions, same with the Porsche Cup and some others, does not feature ABS. That's the first big change, obviously. Not having ABS is a challenge, but it's a fun one. I like driving the LMP2 Dallara, so obviously I'm also fine with the Clio, hopefully. And then it has a limited slip differential at the front, which is good for such a front-wheel driven car, because compared to most cars on iRacing, if we do not account for the touring cars, for example, or the Kia, it is front-wheel drive, not rear-wheel drive, which means we really have to rely on steering the car with the throttle. What does that mean? Every single time the back wants to go elsewhere, you just floor that throttle and ensure that the car is being pulled straight, basically. Peter, can I get the game on my PS4? No. iRacing, unfortunately, is PC only. If you're looking for sim racing, although it depends on what you're looking for on consoles, then sim, probably most hardcore option that you can get is Assetto Corsa Competizione. And I think the normal Assetto Corsa was also on consoles, right? Yeah. So these two are definitely very good options. And then from below that, Simcade, not below, but other genres. Simcade would be F1 games, for example, right? F1 2022. You could look into, but unfortunately iRacing isn't on consoles, at least not yet. I think it won't happen, but you never know, right? Nowadays. Don Nugget, good day. Good day to you as well. We're just waiting to load in. I will actually not use my, like normally I would use a round steering wheel, which is this one that I bought off eBay one day, and super happy about it because I like round-shaped, or in this case D-shaped, steering wheels, and it has enough buttons and enough pedals as well. But I already put everything in place for my new steering wheel, also that I grabbed off eBay, as I was looking for something new to show to you guys. This is actually a P1 Eau Rouge Evo, with a touch display, which is quite nice, and stuff like that. So it's more Formula touring car shaped. Let's call it that. So it's not super fitting to our Clio, but hey, better than nothing, right? We'll get these World of Outlaws is for console here, which is at least based on iRacing. That is true, but it's also very limited in terms of content, right? If you've seen this right now, the Clio isn't a free car. It surprised me a bit. Sorry, surprised me a bit, but it isn't a free car. You actually have to pay it, just like the GT3s as well. Stuff like that. All right, let me see if I can just open this here and can still drive. Oh yeah, I can drive with that pit limiters on. No, it should be free. It would be a great entry-level car, that is true. Not up to my iRacing yet. No, it's fine. All right. Are the overlays working for you? Yes, you see the overlays. That is the most important bit. So let's get going. As I said, I think it would have been more fun to race this on a smaller track, because this is quite huge, and actually I have to change my settings to iRacing. Yep, I need to do that. Overlay is working, that's good. I'm already completely losing it. Let me quickly park, because what I have on right now is my AC setting for LMP2. And I quickly have to change that. Oh, I'm not in the window, then it obviously doesn't work. Let me quickly get that done, because it is a different Fanatec setting that I have to figure out. Which one is it? iRacing is set up 4. Then we go to Fanalabs, change that and Fanalabs to setting 4, and then we are good to go. Forgot about that one, I have to admit. Setting 4. Alright. Let's get back into the car. Let's quickly get our chat back. And there we go. You can't lose to that 90s Williams Clio. The old Clio, what is it? Clio 2 RS in Williams edition was quite cool. Have to say that. It was a very cool car. That feels a lot better already. Alright. Brakes will be a problem. Really have to dial them in for this one. So set no ABS. Let's warm up. And you're really like in corners, you basically want to get the braking done prior and then already back on throttle before you turn in, because that keeps the car stable. You feel like so slow going up the hill. Oh my goodness me. Come on, little Clio! This is a 1.6 liter turbo engine, inline 4. Alright, Nick. Thanks for coming by to a skid. See you soon, man. Ah, 193 on the straight. And then, oh, it easily locks up. Wow. That locked up way too crazy. I didn't change the brake settings, though. Yeah. I'm in an outlap. Why do you even care about that? Why do you even care? Alright. There we go. I did a race on the previous, like week 13 on this track with the car. You really get the brakes up to temperature as well for this to work. I think that was doable flat, right? Wasn't it? 1. The 4 has 1.6 liter. Yeah, Clio 5. Yeah, but this is... Oh, is this a Clio 5 already? RS. I always thought they brought the 4, but they look very similar. You're right, it has the new front thingy. Ah, true. You're absolutely right. Forgot about that one. There's a new version already, but that doesn't exist as an RS, unfortunately, for road. Which is why I never really have the 5 RS in mind. Or as a race car, even. I have to also turn the springs of my Heusinkfeld pedals because they're squealing again. I'm really sorry. This is so different coming from the LMPs again. And we even raced on this on the AC. We did the WEM 12 hours of Spa on Saturday in the Dollara LMP2. So I had a lot of Spa lately, but it was the AC Spa, and it was an LMP2. People, why do people want to know? Where does it say that? All right, let's. That is horrible what I'm doing right now here. Brendan was asking. All right, so I'm using a Fanatec DD2 wheelbase. As I said, a P1 Eau Rouge Evo steering wheel right now. And Heusingfeld sprint pedals. And that's my setup. I would still love to change to hydraulic pedals, just to see if it makes a huge difference for myself while driving, but didn't get around to do that so far. Alright, this is fairly simple. You just want to keep it with as much momentum as possible. Their steering wheel doesn't help you get Rouge any quicker. No, there's no bonus. I don't know why. Why do you spend that much money on a wheel if there's no bonus? Alright, and then it was like braking into third, right? It's only when the brakes are super cold, then it's quite hard to not get it to look up. Oh, that was a very bad entry, Rene. I don't know where you wanted to go, but definitely not where the track is supposed to be. I wonder if you can do that without braking. It doesn't look like it. Oh! I need to be aware. We're now in a ranked session again. It's off tracks and everything. The last time I drove this car, it didn't matter. Oh my goodness me, that's also way too quick. Okay. You can go flat? Really? Alright. Okay, that works here. Yep. Okay, that definitely works. Getting 70 access practice. Yeah. I just try to have as many access right now, so we don't get them during the race. We all know how that works, right? It's always the same with me. Oh. Escape doesn't work if I'm still not in the window. Race, yep. Let me quickly see if I can change that noisy thing. Heusingfeld says on their page, if it squeals, it's mostly the spring. Just rotate the spring in the right position so it doesn't squeal anymore. That actually works, but it rotates basically in a few laps back to that position. That is the real issue. I have no clue how to fix that, to be honest. Okay, that's a non-squealing position. I take that. I take that non-squealing position. Thank you very much. We need a command that tells people where and what pedals and wheel is from. Oh yeah, we could look into that. Sure. But we have different ones depending on who's streaming. Obviously, Joe's using something completely different. Let's say I have a few different steering wheels. I can't use the McLaren, the Fanatec McLaren one right now because the quick release is on this one. So that won't work. We have another 3 minutes of practice. Okay, let's quickly go out there. Let's get some practice in. Even more practice. I mean, we didn't even have one quick lap yet. So we'll also want a bit more sound for the immersion. Yeah. Let's do it. Probably in the warm-up lap, we really have to get the brakes on temperature. I think that's the biggest task for most of this. 3M silicone spray for the pedal, but it's the spring. If you rotate the spring, it needs to be in the right position, then it's not squealing. That's the fun part.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 33 Celsius.
probably, since this is a Clio, you can definitely go over curbs everywhere. Practice never hurts, that's true. Especially that this is now ranked again. I'm a bit afraid of my iRating. Don't know how I should do that flat out though. No clue I could get that done. Definitely have to kill more speed early to then carry more speed through the turn. Alright, can I somehow make this chat window a tad smaller? Because right now it's basically covering my entire left screen, which is not great. Alright, I can do it like this. That's acceptable. Okay, first of all, we can not change the fuel. Ah, it's now fixed, not like the other session. We did, okay. Let's see, can we actually not end up last? He even says only a decent time because he knows I'm not capable of more. Am I car number 4? Oh yeah, I'm quite high in this. That's not good. That is really not good for me. We have to save DAR iRating. I need a t-shirt, like an overtake t-shirt. Save DAR iRating. Yes. I had to realize the same on the session during week 13. That you only get one quick lap in, which is not great. Phew, 2.1. That's the iRating, yes. It's not super high. But I started for the very first time now to actually care about it. Normally I just jumped on series and raced. And that never led to anything good. And now I started to actually try and climb an iRating. So 2.1 is is the highest on the road for me so far. Because the first time that I actually practiced for series instead of just going straight into it. I'm killing too much speed there. It's not working. I will just say it's all because I'm not using a round-shaped steering wheel. That's the real reason for this not really working. It's nothing to do with my skill. And since this is a slow car, every momentum you lose, it's just devastating. I'm basically trying to drive it like the LMP2, which is not good. Excuse bingo card? Yeah, there will be like a overtake excuse bingo card at one point. Just wait for it. Needs to happen. This is obviously a very boring part. And there's no 6th gear either. Ooh. That was not great, Rene. That's not how you want to get this started. Nearly 100k subs, true. Which is crazy. I mean, if someone would have told me when we started this, I would have never believed it. It is crazy, that's for sure. I think that is just not aggressive enough. Estimated 2:49. Yeah, I'm not winning anything with that time, that's for sure. I'm already 0.28 slower in the Delta. Come on, little Clio. Need to make up some time. Brakes locked up immediately. Lost point 2 there again. As soon as you feel the rear stepping out, you can catch that with the front tires, which is great. So what do we do here? We have to brake way earlier. Maybe drag it on a bit. Huh? Maybe. Lost time though compared to my other lap time. Ah. It's so cool how the rear is steering in, and you barely have to do anything on the steering. You're more like correcting rather than steering into the turn, which is a lot of fun on that corner. Freaky brake pedal is showing you off. Oh, come on, Clio. At least stay below 250. I'm already so slow. Let's not make it worse, please. Oh god, we're so slow. Oh, 249. We're so slow, it's unbelievable. Look how quick they all are. Oh my goodness me. Ah! Killed 2 kph. In my Astra 305. Leon! I never drove the Astra yet at Spa. It's like the only car that I drove in Spa is a Cayman GT4. So I would love to try the Cup Astra there. Ah, that won't fit. That won't fit. Ah.
Okay, Rene, you need to watch the track limits.
Can't really get that done. To go flat out. Horny is back again. All right, hi Nick. That is very far out. Launching it. Now I get one off track after the other. 7th. Let me guess, it's only 10 people. Oh. The others didn't want to start, so they're all quicker than us, probably. They just didn't want to show off. Oh dear. This is not good. This is not good. It's almost an endurance. But Nordschleife, it's fine, Renato. Like, for real. It's a cool car, Nordschleife. Finishing my day off with French box action. No problem. You're welcome. La Torre in front of us. Iberia, France, nothing, France, us, Germany, and then Italy again. Alright. I'm not quite sure how much confidence I bring to this race. Not a lot. The Renault Rhombus will protect us. Exactly. Wait, there's no rolling lap?
Okay, Rene, get ready.
I wasn't expecting a standing start. Didn't have one for ages.
Car left. Hold your line.
Ah, he's quicker.
Good
Yeah.
there. Clear on the left.
That livery. Don't forget to bring a towel. What? Someone is already off into holidays on the left. Come on, little Clio. Yeah.
The left is clear.
P6. Things are happening for us today.
Well done.
Things are happening. We definitely have to brake early because the brakes are just not there yet.
Car on your left. Clear left.
Which is exactly what happened to that guy. Alright. P4. Ah! That was not good. Oh, that was already an off track. Really? Ah, tough. Tough. Directly go for a second one. In the middle sector, I'm so slow. Look at that guy coming from the back. Yeah, I'm definitely not letting you go.
Right side. Clear
Are you kidding me?
Car right. Clear on the right. On your right. Clear right.
Mate! What is wrong with you?
Car on your right.
Mate, what was that?
Still there. Stay there. Right side is clear now.
Oh, we had to lift. That was not good. Wow! Wow! No pressure. That was nice. You saw that guy. He was just sending it, not caring. I was sure he will go for the outside, which also isn't a super bad move. It's doable. But no. He just ended us right there. Wow.
I think P4's gone off in the chicane. Car stop on the way.
Come on! I'm not losing our rating.
Side.
You're no longer a racing driver, of course.
Line. Clear left. 8th place.
Oh, we were 4th. It was really running well. Who is this guy that ended us? 3 cars in front of us. What's his name? Just in case we run into him again. Drew Nichols.
Sorry, mate.
Is that Drew Nichols? Yeah, it should be, right? 5th position.
Most retarded split I've ever been in. Nice retarded.
The first one's already like not having it.
I don't know how you get scratched like this, right? Come on. I got 4x before I even press corner at the start.
They're just discussing over and over now. Oh, I want to get in there. I want to fight with those guys. But my problem is here. I'm just way too slow. The double left.
If anyone missed the starts, just watch replay and watch out dive bombs.
Ooh! What are they doing? Oh, he will kill me.
Clear on the left now.
No, 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 come on, come on, come on, come on.
Yeah, who's so weird?
We don't care about safety rating. We care about iRating. I think he killed everyone there. I think he killed everyone.
That's 10 minutes left.
Mais c'est moi, hein. J'étais pas
I have no clue why he even went to the right again.
Non, non, mais mec, t'as des mecs qui étaient en travers, sur la ligne XT, jusqu'à quoi?
Oh man.
parce que
What a race.
super adapté.
What is wrong with people?
Ouais, tu dives. Au lieu de prendre la sortie propre, tu dives.
Non, tu vois, j'ai pas voulu faire le ménage.
Rene in the bottom split. This is not even the bottom split probably.
Ouais, moi j'en ai une bonne, j'arrive plus à lancer, là, t'es vite, j'y vais. Mais je peux pas savoir que toi t'as ton XT qui est bloqué, tu vois.
The leader has just done a 247.6.
So we try to get back to these guys in front of us. The driver that killed us in the first place is still there. He's now in third.
Sixth place. That was 253.3.
Moi j'ai pas vu qu'il était, j'ai vu qu'il était à l'XT derrière. Le mec il était en train de partir en sucette, hein. J'ai même pas eu de drapeau jaune, hein.
Investigate afterwards. It's like, I have no clue what happened there. What's going on? They were touching, fine, but why did the purple car then go across again?
T'étais pas obligé de mettre le coup de volant derrière, tu vois. Ça nous aurait évité de-
There was no reason for that at all. Only hit the limiter really fast, yeah, can imagine. FIA stewards, yeah, someone called Eric Strain from the FIA. Chet will be the judge. Am I guilty already? For what? Didn't do anything.
The gap behind is now 1.2 seconds.
Not even in the top 5. Ah, come on, little Clio. We can do better than this. The chat expects more of us. Clio, come on. That's another X, but who cares by now?
Just cut the track. That's half distance.
We probably have so much damage anyway. I'm surprised that the car even turns. To be honest. I thought we would have been done. Problem is the guy behind us is a lot quicker. David Guerra. Catching up big. Come on, little car. We want to stay in 6th at least. So much still to learn on this track to be quick. They knew you were racing and turned damage off. That could be an option. That would explain something here. Man, he's really coming with huge steps. Let me go. So they all come in a lot more from the outside here. Probably trying to get more speed down the straight. Although my delta says that was already slower. No, it's definitely not by the smooth racing, I tell you. That was already a lot of action and door banging. For our little Cup Clio. I think we should at least be one mirror and probably a door down already. How long is the race? Unfortunately, due to how I put the overlays, I can't even see it. Hey, Hera Foxy, how are you, man? You alright?
Okay, Rene. Hold your nerve. Just keep it smooth. No mistakes.
I'm doing my best here, crew chief. 6 minutes to go, okay. Yeah, I said already, so for some reason in my world, only Spa exists now. Like, all the races I get, all the events I get, they're all in Spa. 5 minutes. It's basically 1.5 laps for me. I'm so slow in this part. Oh, you're racing in Spa as well, Darius. There we go. It really is Spa only. I think everything else was deleted from sim racing, probably. Somehow we ended up in a world where only Spa exists. That guy still eyeing my P6. And I'm not willing to give it to him. No, 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 no. This is our position. We have so much damage and all. So what's the truth that you don't accept? Yeah, Jonas wrote that title. It's basically that not everything is better if it's just a quicker car. Which is true. I mean, if you see some of the racing here, it's really cool. Because the cars are not that sensible. For example, the fights that we had in any other car, and you know that from the streams here, we would be done by now. We would have never finished this race. Because the car would already be completely destroyed. And with these easier cars, damage is not that crazy. There's not much aero that you can actually destroy. So, SimRacers exists. What they only know Spa, kinda. No, it's just... This is really cool that we can still race.
Right side.
It's really
Still there. Clear right now.
Oh. Dude. That was not even a good dive bomb. Not even a good one.
Stay there.
I will force you now to the left. I will not even let you... What?! David, nice driving there. Maybe one day you will learn it, actually. Wow! And the next one. Incredible! He...
In the middle of all
he was just trying. There was so much space, you could get another Clio in there, man. Wow. He just killed us on the straight. Crazy, crazy, crazy today. So we need to make up at least one position. It's like I was not willing to go over to the right side because I wanted to wanted him to have the worst lane. I could have obviously gone over to the right and make it easier for him, but it wasn't. He dived me like crazy and just pushed his car through. So I'm obviously not super keen on giving him a great line into a Rouge. I don't think so, Nick. I don't think so because I wasn't moving. But could be. We'll see in the replay. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong. Sometimes that happens. But the car is toast by now. There's so much damage on it. Till iRacing gets the Red Bull X 2010. Kinda true. Just look how slow I am now on the straight.
On your right. Stay on your line. Clear on the right.
Both went off track. Doesn't matter anymore. Oh, the car's really slow now. Ah! I didn't think I moved over it, Nick. But I might be wrong with it. As I said, could be, of course. Oh! I thought these two kill each other. Enter to Rouge. I have no chance on the straight. Look at that.
On your left.
Go for
Stay
it.
there. Hold your line. Still there. Clear on the left.
Nah, it's not quick enough. Well, we can't really do anything. Yeah, the ACC trailer, I heard about that. Didn't watched it yet. Just saw Jonas obviously posting about it. Yeah, the car's not up to the task anymore in terms of speed. Too sad. Maybe if we can close the gap here, there might be a chance in slipstream. No, there isn't. Okay.
Stay between the lines, please, Rene.
Sulon Rennsport. Oh, who knows? Who knows? It's a great looking car, let's be real here. Amazing looking car.
Looks like P1's got off in source.
That was a horrible race. An absolute horrible race for us.
You got it, right car on the right. 10th position. That's the end of the race for that one.
That was horrible. Let's quickly check what happened with David. Where's David? No, that's not what we want to do. We want to do laps. Can't really see the button though. Let's see.
Mec, tu veux qu'on regarde?
He missed the apex obviously with that late braking. But fine.
Ah, dis, je suis en train de regarder les bons moments en fait.
C'était le tour 2, c'est ça?
Ouais, sur le. T'as Drew Nicole qui fait une boucherie, mais ça, c'est à chaque fois.
Ah, might have been
Bah, moi, j'en ai un
too
qui
much
me
of my
touche,
movement.
Premier virage direct.
I just go straight. That's the difference. He turns in. Look at it. He wanted to change lanes. There you see it. I'm pretty sure that he actually used the steering wheel at that moment. Let's go in the cockpit. Yeah! He wanted to see how much further he can go to the right side. Look. There's space enough, and he moves over. So no way that was on me. Obviously I forced it, I give you that. I forced it. Because I wasn't willing to move over to the right side, but that's my right. Car's there, I can do that if I want to. So, but you can see him here, and he's telling me there was no space. What is he talking about?
Pour moi, il est un peu
He moves over. And move over. And then he catches me. Ah, I mean, it was unlucky. It was unlucky for us both, basically, then. But still. Because that rarely happens to me, that I really misjudge it that massively. I was like, yep, I forced it, so it's also on me. I'm totally fine with that. Because I was not happy with the dive bomb previously. But yep, that's it. How much did we lose? Where's the results? Save your rating. Oh, 0.7 we lost. Ah, never mind. And 14 iRating. Ah, it's a bit sad, isn't it? Never mind, though. We sign up right for the next one. There should be Should be next one coming in 26 minutes, right? What do we have prior? Is there anything that I can maybe use? Back in the lurk mode. Alright, Nick. Thanks for stopping by. Porsche Cup on Brands Hatch. I don't have much experience on that. Then that already started, right? Did it? No, it didn't. IMSA steering Road Atlanta. Didn't do Road Atlanta enough. Yeah, probably we do the Clio again, right? We'll figure out how to be quick with it. Do the Clio again. Try and see if we can get our iRating back. Don't do that Porsche Cup. Oh yeah! Saw the video. I remember. Don't do that Porsche. Kinda. Alright. We just have to become quicker. That's the thing. I died a lot last night. I was like, what's the butt GR Cup? It's butt kicker GR Cup. I was already very confused. It's like, what? Interesting thing for those that might be curious. Normally you saw me using these gloves, which are Feel sim racing gloves, which I use on my iRacing steering wheel, on my R-Factor steering wheels. What? No, on my Fanatec steering wheels. There we go. So, for example, on this or on the McLaren. For whatever reason, when I was these are the gloves that I use in my real racing. So that's exactly the pair. And I never used them in sim racing because somehow it felt different. And with the P1. Yes, the surface is obviously different because I don't have any real steering wheels with like this rubber surface. But in anything else, in terms of size and all that, it is amazing with these gloves. Before that, whenever I used them on these, it just felt like, compared to my sim racing gloves, too much of glove. But now on this one, it's really nice. And the good thing is the touchscreen still works with the gloves. So I'm happy with that. It's just something that I realized because I was wearing the other gloves and I was like, oh, let's try these. And I realized, yep, that feels good. So I was surprised when it comes to that. Let's get some more practice in. They look like IMB gloves. No, as I said, they are Feel and these are OMPs. Already braking to get the brakes up to temperature. Brake dragging. I want my iRating back. So we have to figure out how to be quicker with these. Who's quicker than that? Like than 249? Who can tell me what I'm doing wrong right now and how to fix that on this car? Most is momentum, so maybe I'm already in this corner too far on the inside because that's the LMP way. Braking, staying close to the curb. But maybe I could do that a bit more from the outside. Like this, and then coming in. But then I have to kill a lot of speed here to even make that turn. Which is not great, is it? Then here we might be able to brake a bit later, to be honest. Let the car roll in, yep. Stay close to the curb. Okay, this is doable without braking. Alright. You have to go faster all the time. Alright, that sounds like a proper advice. It makes a lot of sense. If I go faster everywhere, lap time will definitely improve. That was an horrible one. Not even coming back from that one. Alright. Hi. Just wanted to be closer to the fans. Too far on the inside. And then this one's not quick because we want to get out with more speed. Just cut the track. There's no apron to cut. Italian tips right there for you. Thank you. Pro sim racing in a nutshell. I mean, I'm surprised that no one offered me an Exa yet that will just give me more grip. I heard that's the newest trend. The Clio's amazing, just don't get the brakes. You either get them perfect or you go. Like, yeah, that's true. That's true. Especially since you can't come back from that, it seems. Like, you really can't come back from locking up the brakes on this car. Nyam, slow car, look at me going fast, bye. He's probably like, what the hell? Just modify some INI files. Yeah, exactly. Alright, Clio. Can we do a 249 low at least? 248 preferable, but I have no clue how they're doing that. In my opinion, the sound from the games are low. Okay. Fortunately now I don't have it yet programmed that I can do that from the rig. To up it a tiny bit, but I can up it here. That will work. Oh, that's an off track already, okay. Need to be worried about that one. Ah, that was not great.
Right side, right is clear now.
Don't know where we lose that much time. I mean, they're doing 247s. Maybe we can watch this lap. Yeah, that was obviously me once again just completely messing it up. Losing nearly half a second.
Fastest lap for right, 249.1.
Kevin Cordoba, really quick, 247.3. That is incredible. Maybe we should watch a lap. See if we can see an entire lap. Figure out if there's something they really do differently. That's a 249.5 projected.
V30.
I'm already slower here. No, I definitely want to see. I was on the other side. I was the pink or the rouge when you respawned. Ah! Yeah. When I was spun by David. I'm sorry that I was in your way. That wasn't on purpose. Let me see if we can find someone that's like super quick. See their lap time. None of them is actually on track. Are you kidding me? Okay. It's time for learning. That's third gear, right? Fourth. He's not really trying, is he? Just need to see a lap from someone. Come on. Oh. Oh, I changed the driver. And driving isn't easy. Yeah, doing both at the same time is a bit crazy. Yeah, better. That's good to know. I would advise trying to do that while you do real driving. That's fourth. That's already in fifth. Wow. Way more stable. Third. Yep. Rotating it in. That's the same that I do. Okay. He's shifting early upwards. Third. He shifts up very early. I mean, the general style looks familiar. Shift early up in range is around 5.58 according to forum. Oh, okay. Maybe I just rev it too long then. Oh, he was super late. Whew. 5.5 as the optimal shift point.
New fastest lap for Howling, 247.5.
He's also a lot light on the brakes. Looks like slow motion, Mark. Yeah, I get it. So it's the truth, the Clio Cup car reveals that we can't drive, basically. Because you really need to be super precise with all your inputs to be quick with such a car. If you have a bit more power, you get away with more stuff. But here, momentum is everything. It's a bit like Takumi Fujiwara and the AE86 down the hill. And it's like, momentum is absolutely everything. Let's see. They were later with braking on two of the corners now. A lot later. That's also later. How can they be that late?
The guy behind has just done a 250.0.
Interesting. And shifts up super early. He only revs it out on the straights. Oh, he revved it out here though. Did he shift up or down? Alright, that was... Have I missed that part? It's basically the old discussion about slow cars. And that racing with cars that have like... You probably didn't saw my first race then, right? So basically, besides the possibility of being a bit closer, because not everything is super quick, it is just that, for example, a Clio can also take a lot more beating. So you can lean onto someone, you can actually cup race. While in a Porsche Cup, most of that ends with the car being done. Basically, it's a skill issue. What's a skill issue? Free and Merc. Now, so I think if some of the pro competitions would be on slower cars like the Clio, that's probably the best racing action to watch. Instead of everything being GT3. I just think with these cars, that will be massive. Maybe a bit more slipstream, allow them to carry a bit more speed in slipstream, so they all come back together. I can see that working. You can't try to come in from the outside on this one because it's the banking on the inside that lets your car clinch to it, and as soon as you're on the outside, it won't make it anymore. This car is just not turning in then due to the road falling to the outside. Still, I wonder what they do here because this is horrible what I'm doing. Car's nowhere near where it should be. I'm just trying to experiment right now to see what I could do different. What's the biggest difference between driving front-wheel driven cars like like the MX-5? Quite simple. The MX-5 tends to, when you have oversteer, you need to mostly reduce your throttle input, right? Because it helps to stabilize the car. Front-wheel drive is exactly the opposite. As soon as the car loses the rear, step on the throttle, because the front tires will pull you straight once again. So that is also a thing that in real-life racing, when you switch cars, for example, I did front and rear, well, you have to train a lot, because you tend to lift off the throttle when something goes wrong and when the car goes sideways. And a front-wheel driven car, that is what kills you. It's like you really have to be on the throttle, no matter what. Yeah, so for example on Nordschleife, since that's the track that I drive the most in real life, the biggest difference for me is, if you have the engine in the back, for example, like a Cayman GT4, you can trail brake it into corners. But with a front-wheel drive on Nordschleife, you basically always brake in a straight line, then go back on throttle a tiny bit, lean the car into the corner, and when everything works, you basically accelerate again, way before the apex. Because you always need to have throttle applied on a track like Nordschleife to keep the car stable. And you wouldn't do the same in the rear-wheel drive car, because throttle doesn't help you stabilize it. So I think that is one of the biggest differences. It's really throttle. Like, you brake in a straight line, then you go back on throttle, and then you turn in. Obviously, that's a problem in terms of timing, because you can't do it to the same time as you turn in, because otherwise the car will then go over the front tires. So you need to get the right timing when you step back on it. But that is basically what it does. It's like, it's a completely different rhythm to get into the corner and to get the car stable. Oh, I had -1, and now I lost out on it again on the Delta. Ooh, that was the brake issue. Locked up right on the first step. Cost half a second. Wow. This car, to be quick, is really hard, just in terms of every input, because every minor loss of momentum costs you so much time. Yeah, everyone's doing the 47, and I'm still stuck on my 49. Start of stream. What's the truth? Slow cars, better racing. Closer racing for sure. And I still wouldn't subscribe that slower cars means less skill. That's just not true. I think packs stay close together, even if there's a skill issue. But to have a very good lap time on something like a Clio, you must be really, really good. Just because every input counts so much more. You can't make up for it with power of the car. Oh, 49.1. Too far on the outside. Ah, that was too early turn in. And then I ran out of track when accelerating, because I need the limited front differential to work with this car. It's every power is going to the front wheel, front tires, but it does not if I run out of tarmac, kinda. Yeah, oversteering hurts you. You want the rear to rotate a bit to not have that much steering, but as soon as the slip angle is above, like, what, 6 degrees, you're already losing a ton of momentum. Maybe we can even shift up earlier to avoid the drop in power down low when we actually go for it. So I lost a lot on the delta on entry, but I regained everything on the exit. Okay, so that is the way to go. That was way too slow. Not aggressive enough. Not aggressive enough. But we lost, we won so much in that middle sector. The only thing I dislike right now is how nervous it feels on the straight, but I think that is due to the camber. See if we can turn that into a proper lap time now. Did we lose everything there? No, okay. Or maybe. Ah, we're still not on the 48. That's better. We have to open the steering sooner coming out of La Source for the front tires to really be able to put the power down. That is a massive boost on the time. The great thing is that my sister drives this gen of Clio real life, and I can say they're exactly as nervous. Really? It's like I race a Clio 3RS. That's one of the cars that I'm using here at the Nordschleife, and it's so planted when it's fast. Funny. Oh yeah, we can finally gain time. Oh, look at that. We're gaining. That wasn't great, but also not awful. We can do that quicker. Oh, we lose everything now. Everything that we worked for in terms of time, we're losing now. What's going on there? I mean, we're not yet in this race. This is just practicing right now. So we're not in the race session just yet. Ah, middle sector, we were so much quicker. And then we messed it up. Ah, couldn't get it to stop. If we can run a 48, that would already be a lot better for the race. Open steering wheel early enough, yep. Oh, you really have to be super precise with the steering to not lose a single kph up there. The leader completed 5 laps. Oh, really? Only 5 laps. I thought we did more, but also not sure right now. Ah, that was spat. We killed the momentum coming out of the turn due to the light turn-in that we had to do. Shifted up too late as well. Too much sliding. Ah, we killed it there in the middle sector. Lost all the advantage that we had. 246.1. What? Wow, they must drive a different Clio. That must be the trophy. That is incredible.
Car left. Clear left.
It sounds like Mickey. Oh, but for real. What? 246? No, not sure about that one. Wow. That is incredibly quick. We managed our first goal, 249 low. And now we need to turn that into 248. But it's hard. It's hard, especially if we look at how the race went in terms of race etiquette. Let's call it that. I think that wasn't great, was it? So, yeah. Let's see. See what we can do there. Ding, 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 ding. Load me in. There we are. We're not driving the practice this time. We just did. Obviously, people are more aggressive than you, Rene. Oh, they may crash more often. It equals was like it. Once again, the lower split. The highest guys have 2.2, 2.7. Oh no, 2.1, 2.1. Yeah. That is problematic, which means we need to be very far up ahead to not lose more I rating. And our aim was to get back on 2.1 I rating. That's what we're here for. That is what we're here for. Yeah, Retro. Exactly. Home court advantage. Hey, Budgetio Leo. Welcome. Oh, is that a BRZ on your picture? That should be a BRZ, right?
The track temperature is decreasing. It's now 33 Celsius.
It's very small for me, but I think it's a BRZ. Bring it on. Ha, there we go. BRZ, cool car. Only shows up when his Nord's crown is at stake. Exactly. And then I go nuts. Lecom is still problematic with this car, especially on the, like when the brakes are not heated up, which is the case since we're starting standing. By the way, the standing... Oh, you don't see the standings down the right. That's where I hung out the last time, as we had to retire. As for whatever reason, the Cayman just didn't build any boost. Can't really race if there's no turbo boost anymore. And then we had to retire. Poor me, basically. Alright. Qualify. That's what we will do now. Quickly have to get the chat open again, and off we go.
Exit's clear. Push. We've got 2 laps. Let's get this done.
Yeah, let's see. Maybe he can come up with a fast lap time. Who knows? Come on. It's really slow on the camel straight.
The track temperature's falling. It's now 33 Celsius.
Alright, let's use the entire track. That's a bit too much cutting, but it felt good. That would be a great line. That felt amazing, but no. We need to steer in later to have a more straight line going through there instead of always being on the outside tire and pushing it. Let's have one good lap. It would be great to start with 149 low now in quali, so that we at least improve from our last race. Alright. Concentration. Let's see what we can do. We had to go way too much over the front tires. Too early turn in. Or maybe too late and then not getting the turn in, depends on how you see it. Alright, we need a good, clean braking point. No locking, because then it's really problematic to come back from that. Felt good to me. Alright, this time we want to angle the car a bit, then brake into it. And with that just create a better straight line here, so we can really use it. Because as soon as you have to steer too much on these front tires, There's just no power. Come on, little Clio. Let's bring it home. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on!
That's pole. That lap.
Yeah! Ooh, it was not for long. Oh, 248.1. Oh. Wow. We did it. We went from 249.130 on our practice lap to 248.197 in quali. Ah, wow. I'm hyped about that one. I'm sorry, everyone. Hopefully I did not blast out your speakers, but man, that's it. Really. The thing is, you don't feel it because it's not like a rear-wheel drive where you lose all of the power on the rear when the traction control puts in. You know, like, you know that. You come out of a corner, it's like... That's not the case here. But the more we steer harsh, the more the tire is just like we're slightly leaning over the tire, we scrap speed, and the front tires are not pulling us as nicely. So what we want to do is basically either be super smooth if there's not much steering for that corner, or like in the fast left-hander, the, what's that? What's it called? Pujon, right? 10 and 11. So you brake, let the rear rotate so the car turns in automatically, then just on throttle so it goes straight, and then trying to make this as much of a straight as possible. With an LMP car, you would go around the outside because you have so much aero that you can just still accelerate around the outside while really doing a corner, like 2 apexes and going through it. But with the Clio, it's like braking, rotating, and straight. Because that's where it actually brings enough power to the ground. Wow. That was fun. I think I will never be able to replicate that in the race now, but that was good. That was fun. I liked it. Really much enjoyed that one.
That's the end of the session. V2.
And we're starting first row. Overtake in the first row. Who would have thought that? Did it. Why are my comments getting deleted? I saw your comment. Why does it look so slow? I don't know. I don't see any deleted ones, but I'm also not logged in with the admin account right now, Jedi, so I can't tell you what you wrote. If there was something that was not okay. Maybe Ashley can. Now, don't roll the car. Yeah, that would be a good start. Thanks, Ash. That was definitely solid laps. that was way more than expected. Way more solid than expected. Whew. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, because normally when it's about switching setups, I forget that and then I run out of fuel. So, Frenchman next to me, Central Eastern Europe behind me, Benelux, and then France. Alright. Wow. We're actually in the first row. Pretty sure we can't stay here, but we at least managed to get the first row. So I can see there's a yellow car on my right.
Track temp is 33. The air temp is 26 Celsius. Minutes. Nice and neat. Stay on track. Green, green, green.
Oh, the guy behind me started really good.
Car on your right. Still there. Right is clear.
All right, We managed to stay in second.
Hacho, tú, Santiago, ¿qué pasa, tío? ¿Por tus cojones tienes que entrar o qué?
69 FPS, amazing. All these FPS.
Okay, Rene, decent start.
But I got it limited to 73 anyway, due to my screens. Only using 75 hertz on the triples. Oh, that racing is so close. Look at that. Ah, come on. I need to stay on him. We nearly rear-ended him there. We had to brake a bit harder than expected. What a first lap! What a first lap! Well, basically one car.
Car right. Still there.
No, 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 we locked the front tires! We locked the front tires! No!
Right side is
Oh! Ah! I was a tad too slow. Too slow on the brakes. Ah! We dropped the entire pack.
clear right.
Oh no.
On your right. Stay on your line. Right side is clear now.
Oh no. There goes the iRating, exactly. Oh, we had such a first good wrap. I should have not tried to challenge him there. Brakes were not yet on perfect temperature. And I locked it in the beginning, just slightly. And once again, no braking power after that. It's like when the initial brake fails, that's it. There's just nothing coming from this car.
Now on your left.
Oh.
Left is clear. On your left. Left now.
He was on two tires, fully. He was on two tires. It basically went like this.
Yellow flag.
And we need to come back now. We need to gain positions again. And you can only gain that much with these cars, even if you feel like you had a great corner compared to your opponent. Shift point at 5.5. Yeah, I know. I'm just not keeping it there. That's my problem. I always rev it out. I try to do it in between some corners now, but I really have to get used to it. Or change the LEDs on my steering wheel so it fits the Clio. Maybe there's an opening now. Nope.
The leader has just done a 2:48.1.
Ah, we should still fight for the lead. This is so sad.
Left right. Still there. Clear on the left.
And we locked them up again. We didn't have the same issue in the first race.
Now. Car right.
And I just can't get it done now. Want to make a move?
Right is clear.
Nope. Losing another position. Oh, wow. We have to still learn a ton on the Clio. But I'm happy with the first lap. First lap was amazing. Starting position was good. Rest was to forget about, to be honest. We're slightly quicker than him. Not by much, but might be enough.
Right. Hold your line. Still there. Clear on the right. Right side is clear.
Track limits, watch those lines. Come on, don't make it easy for him. Make him go the long way round. They're faster than us in La Source.
Car left. Left is clear.
Okay, Rene, that's half distance. We're looking good for fuel.
Hey, you did the fuel. We better look good for fuel, man.
Right. Hold your line. Clear on the right.
Oh, yeah. This is not the race we should have had. Really have to learn to feel the brake better on the Clio. But it's fun. It's a ton of fun.
Looks like the leader has gone off in the chicane.
And again. That wasn't even late or anything. Just not hitting it.
The driver in front of us is Perez.
What, Paris? What's he doing here? Should be driving Formula 1.
Right
Now,
side.
none of the brake points fit anymore. None.
Line. Clear right.
What's wrong? That wasn't even a quick lap. Obviously. If you wait for me to give up the inside, this will not happen, mate.
Right. Still there. Stay on your line. Hold your line. Stay on your line. Left side is clear now.
Okay, Rene, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Not much I can do. Look how he closes that gap.
Car right. Still there. Clear right now.
I think I touched him a bit.
There's an incident in turn 30. I think it might be Kamara.
Didn't felt anything in the steering wheel, but seeing how he turned around and how I got a ton of X for that, I assume I clipped the front. Sorry. Yeah, I'm trying to shift now at 5.5. I mean, we started second. Now we finish 11th. This is not great.
Fastest lap, you're a second down in all 3 sectors.
Why is the car not braking enough anymore? What's happening? I just don't have the feeling right now that I get the same brake power out of the car that I had before.
The gap in front is increasing. It's now 3.2 seconds. Incident in turn 9. All right, Rene, we've got out of track limits. Keep it between the lines. I think P5 has binned it in. Looks out.
I don't know if the faded brakes would be very early for such a cup car. And I didn't have the same experience on the last race.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
It was just very weird. Like on all the braking points, every corner felt like, okay. At least we're actually catching up. It's quite good. But we getting like safety rating? Man, this is getting killed on this Clio. Because you tend to cut some of the curbs, go wide here and there to use the momentum. Oh, we're at least in striking distance, maybe. For the last race, for the last lap.
You've got half your fuel left.
Ah, we won't make it here. Fortunately.
Looks like P2's gone off in leg.
They're not done fighting yet. That's the good thing for us here. So if we play our cards smart, we might have a chance.
On your left. Hold your line. Stay there. Stay there. Still there. Still there. Left is clear now.
Woo!
Right side. Clear right side. On your left.
Dude, what are you doing?
Clear on the left.
We'll be warned about track limits.
Did I kill him now? That was very awkward. No clue what his plan was. I think I touched him probably. But once again, no feedback, nothing. It's like, that was really awkward. But he was weaving so much, I was just trying to avoid it. That's the purple car again. Right at him. Can we launch an attack?
On your left.
Oh, no, 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 I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I'll let him go, I'll let him go. That was me.
Side is clear.
Ah! Once again, in the middle, it just locked up slightly. And then I messed that one up.
There's the checker flag.
There's the flag. It's over. Great job. You did really well.
Oh, did we? We started second, just in case you forgot, crew chief. I kind of want to do one more. So what happened with this other guy there? So what was this? Let me get maybe chase cam or something. Maybe far chase. Yeah. And then let's get this. See what happens. Normally I'm quite good with side by side. Like, I felt good. I tried to not close it too much. That's fine. You creep to the front. I thought I would just stay on the right. And that he wouldn't come over, but that was all good. All good. All good. And I don't know why, but here when I expect him to go to the left, he all of a sudden goes to the right to cover up. So I try to go to the left, and then he brakes and comes across again. So just try to move out of the way. Ah, and then I touch him slightly at the end. Yep. Alright, that was sad. As I said, this is definitely not for safety rating. Results ready for practice. Is that results ready for race? Yeah. Oh, safety rating. We need to be aware of that by now. This is killing us. Safety rating wise. iRating we're closer to 2100 again. But safety rating. Whew. We're diving by now. Yep, definitely. That's the highest. No one else is that high. 0.7. Yeah. Phew. That was top split, by the way. This is top split. We were second in top split. No! Threw it away. Threw it away. Do we do the one at 7? Do we do another one? Because 3 is the charm, or what it was? Should be another one, right? Clio Cup? 7? I definitely need to stop to lose that much safety rating. That's for sure. Because currently, currently this Clio is eating me alive. It's not great. Ah. Do we do another one? Oh, I'm running out of iRacing credits. Look at that. Soon. Soon to be over. Worse than the BMW Hybrid. At least we get to do a race here. BMW Hybrid. First of all the X's on BMW Hybrid wasn't really us. Nor did we finish the race then. So here, it's definitely also us. For sure. And a lot of track cutting. And we finished the race. So I would say it's better than the BMW M Hybrid. At least in my opinion. That qualifies it as better. I would say so. So do we do the Clio Cup again? Do we? 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 Don't know. We already did two. But I still kind of feel like we could go for another one, right? I just realized I need to get more light into this little corner with the Rick. Just saw that here. Definitely has to happen. Yeah, it's another 25 minutes away. That's the problem. It's a long period of sitting around not doing anything. And we definitely don't want to do this. Oh my goodness me, I lost so much safety rating. This is not fun anymore. Oh, but we gained I rating, which is what we want, right? And we wanted to end at 2100, which we missed by 2 I rating. We missed that by 2 I rating. So that wasn't perfect, I would say. But other than that, you know what? We'll end it for here. We had 2 races. We had a very good second one. I think we proved that small cars, slow cars, are a ton of fun, even on a track that, at least in my opinion, is a bit too quick or too long for the Clio. I think the Clio would be great on Brands Hatch or Bilsterberg or something like that. Spa is very fast, very long, but it is a ton of fun. Great car to drive. We saw it, right? We thought about how this car should actually be quick. We looked at others, and we gained over a second today. Like when we started, I was at 249 high, and we ended on 248.1. So there's a lot to gain, but you need to be super precise. You need to understand how the front wheel drive is completely different to rear wheel driven cars. Even on the similar pace, right? Even on the MX-5, this is completely different. It's like the MX-5 is a completely different car in terms of how to make it fast. So I think that was a good showcase, and I really enjoyed that. I hope that everyone out there enjoyed it as well. Make sure to follow us on overtake.g or _.g on Twitter and Instagram. Leave a follow here at the channel. Would really much appreciate that, because we're close to the 100k. I really want to see that and celebrate that. I think that will be cool. So yeah, appreciate that you hung out with me. If you want to see more of that, hop onto our Discord. The invite link is also in the description down below. And let us know. Let us know what you want to see streaming. Do you want to see more of the Clio Cup? Should we dive into every single week and race the Clio Cup and see what we can do there? Then let us know, and we will make it happen. But other than that, there's nothing more to say besides I really enjoyed that. Hope to see you folks next time. My name is Rene. Bye-bye.